Hi, I'm Rishabh, this is Dhruv, and this is Adithya, and we built Borealis. Weather apps tell you what the sky is doing, but Borealis tells you what you can do about it. It's a 3D live weather map that you can see the weather, build on it, and stress test it. Let us show you how.
So we used a variety of platforms to build this application, with Rishabh building the front end and the globe, me working on the back end and the overall platform for the app, and Adithya working on the LLM integration and our reinforcement learning model. And so let's give it now a demonstration of the application.
When you first launch into Borealis, you're immediately greeted by the globe, where you can easily visualize the 16,000 GPU renders shader particles tracing real-time global wind data and weather patterns. Now we can zoom in and get a better view of the globe. Let's go to somewhere like a coastal hospital in Miami. The app will parse that sentence, geocode it, and drop a real-scale building, clamped to actual terrain with the fly-in camera move, and automatically surface the risk dossier on the left. The stack is Cesium.js and React 19, strict TypeScript throughout, and on the dossier, the data power coming through the back end. Dhruv, go for it.
So for our full analysis, the query hits Fast API, and a Gemini API call turns the text into a structured spec, with you being able to see all of the risk analysis on the side and all of the information that you need for your structure to be in that specific location. For example, the hazard exposure. Since this is in Miami, you might be susceptible to flooding, and we even have a simulation that demonstrates how that might look in the actual location that you have selected for your building. Additionally, this information helps you consider insurance considerations, such as which insurance plans to buy, since you have all the information that you need to know which risks that you're most susceptible to. And so now for the reinforcement learning.
Yeah, so how exactly do we do all of this? First, when you type in your query, that gets resolved by a local Qwen 3.35 billion local LLM model using D-Flash speculative decoding. What that resolves to is that resolves Miami, Florida, the area. It passes that in as a function call. It resolves all of the energy data and fetches that from the NASA databases. And then it calls the Gemini API to get the risk dossier of all of that. And so all of these numbers you see are tool calls from our local LLM. And the insurance consideration is a tool call to the Gemini API to talk about some of the insurance things. Where do we use reinforcement learning? When you resolve to a certain location, there are millions of points in that one location. And so in Miami, Florida, there's millions of spaces to build your house. To choose the best one, we use reinforcement learning to tune based on how close you are to the coast and other factors to quickly find the fastest and best place, risk-wise.
So the vision line for our product is that you can go directly from where you want to build, what you want to build, and how you want to build it, and get all of the information that you need instantly in one integrated platform. Thank you for listening to our presentation.